the arm back connection, but what you're going to do, you're going to inhale. As you exhale, if you want to watch the first one, that's fine. You're going to bring the crown of the head, the chest forward into the left. But it's not, I know it's a lift, but you're thinking more lengthening. So using that upper and mid back. We're not interfering at all with that. The lower back stays where it is. The tailbones are reaching towards the feet. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Inhale at the top to lengthen. The chest goes more forward. And then exhale as you like. If you wanted to, you can keep the head in the hands into the head, and keep the elbows wide, chest forward, and you won't be able to come as high, so there's no room for cheating on this one. So here you can come a little bit higher, but on this one, you come forward, lengthen, stay forward and low. So same thing, inhale, exhale to lift. Inhale, about 4 of these is plenty. So you're really working that mid back. One more, inhale, exhale to lift. Now you're going to inhale as you lengthen and exhale as you lower. Okay, if you want to take the arms long, arm bones into the back, carry on with the first 2 if you need to. And I will use the ball as well to demo this as well. So you're going to inhale in neutral position, exhale, chest forward. Now as you slide the arms towards you, the chest and the gaze go forward, so you're feeling nice and long and the legs staying where they are, and then exhale to come down. One more time, inhale, exhale, sliding those arms towards you. You've got that arm back connection, length, and keeping as long as you can. And you haven't got your shoulders on your ears, shoulders off the ears. If you have a ball, I know it'll feel a bit more restricted, so you take the ball away from you, you're keeping it long, you're going to inhale, exhale, squeeze onto that ball, so just pressing the heel of the hand. Roll the ball towards you as you bring that chest forward. Inhale, so come a little bit higher, exhale without cheating. Try not to go into your lower back. I might have gone too high. Inhale, exhale, chest forward rather than lifting too high, but the ball is making that extension a little bit more possible. Again, inhale and exhale. Have a breathe if you need to. And coming up, lovely. Okay, stay here. Take a moment and you can let go of the ball. Bring the arms in, and we're going to come back into rest position. So again, be careful here, be aware of your knees, got any knee issues. So you're going to slowly bring the arms in, you're going to take it back, you can take the knees wide if you're warm, and then sit back on the heels. If your knees are, because I've got some knee problems as well, that sort of plays up through injuries, you can sit on your cushion and back on the heels. If you don't need it, that's absolutely fine. So it's quite nice, comfortable. It just takes the pressure off the knee a little bit. So that breath I did in the series 1, you're going to inhale, expanding through the rib cage, airing through the lungs. You probably feel it more here, and then exhale, squeezing all the air out on the out breath. Breath will be through the nose. Any issue, toe fever, asthma, etc., breathe through the mouth if you need to. Let's take one more breath. Arm back connection. Inhale. Expand that rib cage and exhale. Breathing out, really empty those lungs out. Perfect. Okay, this is a great time to come into a 4-point kneeling position. You can move your cushion now. Okay, so you can do, if you have got the thigh stretch, I just thought of that now, you can have a stretch band, you can have weights, or you can have nothing at all. So you're pressing the tops of the feet down, the shins, the knees are pressed down, and out hips hugging in to keep you in parallel. The waist is long, you bring the arms up, the arm back connection, and simultaneously, but you're not going to flex, you're going to keep the spine extended, you're going to hinge back as the arms come into that diagonal, and then return. So it's great if you're quite tight on the quads, a nice thigh stretch. Inhale, exhale. So if you do use Pilates equipment, it's easier because you have the heavy springs. But this is nice. Mat has been underrated. You actually use your own body weight, and it's more challenging. So really press those knees down. You haven't got your springs, you've just got your own body weight, and you won't be able to go as far. You don't want to. You just want to take it where you feel comfortable. Exhale and inhale. Lovely. So this is nice to bring this to a 4-point kneeling. Not always comfortable, so do come out of it if you need to. 4-point kneeling position, we can challenge this. We can try and keep centered. So we're not going to do this. We're going to keep centered. So this is where the side body really has to work. Like your inner thighs, it's sort of like goes use it or lose it type thing. Okay, so Let's pick those hands up. So half lever, arm back connection. Good job. 2 more. Last one, change to legs. The pelvis is heavier, so it'll be hard. You can bring it in towards you or we can lift. Pressing the opposite shin down. 2 more. Last one, lovely. And then we're going to take it to the arm stretch. We can slide. We can slide without movement too much or lift. Neck long, spine long, and I'm looking at the screen. Okay. Even yourself out. And then with the legs, slide. But the thing is with this one, your pelvis will rotate. So when you come to the lift, making sure your pelvis stays in that neutral position. So you actually have your pelvis stays square, and making sure the shins are down on that supporting leg so you don't wobble. You want to be here. Good job. 1 more each way. I've probably done more on the legs. And then you can pause on the next leg, or the one, your favorite leg. And then we can extend, or we can use our mat. Try not to, this is where I wobble, and not only wobble, I actually rotate and return. And away. 1 more each way. So really connecting, your center's really working here. Everything's working, but mainly everything's coming back to that center on whether you can balance on it, how strong. You do get strong reach on, I do promise you, because I was very weak. And then extend, hold it there, elbow to knee to elbow, count it 3 times, 2, and I can't count, 3, extend, away, arm back connection, and legs in the sockets. You can bring it down if you need to. Now keep the leg down if you need to, but if you want to challenge it, you can thread a needle through. Please remember you can bring the leg down. So you've got that waist twist, you've got that upper back connection, and reach. Remember, you can lift if you're strong. That you need to if you want to challenge. And then open out. Let's do 1 more. Let's take it deeper this time. Remember, you can keep the leg down. Remember, not to fall. Many times I used to teach in-person class. God, there's always one person who fell once. It was me, and it was so embarrassing. And open and lift. Well done. Okay, we have the other side to do. So just get yourself into that position again. On back connection. Extending away. Now we've got elbow to knee. So this way I not only wobble, yeah, again I rotate more than anything. 3 times. 1, 2, head in line with the spine, neck long and spine long, lovely. When you're ready, let's see, this is my weaker side, so I'm going to topple over. Stretching out. I should take my cushion out of the way. And open. I'll do one with that because it's my weaker side. I shouldn't have to. Just move that cushion, and then reach, 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 reach. Lovely. So you feel that twist through the side body. That's, you want to really strengthen that. That is part of your abdominal wall, and then return. Lovely. Okay, and then sit back on the heels, stretching out. Put your cushion there if you need to, through the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Okay, one last one before we, and then I'll go into the different series. Last one of this series, mini plank, and then we'll build up to our plank. The few alternatives here, we can come onto our forearms, okay, and then you feel like your hips will be a bit higher than your legs. Press back and forward about 3-4 times. Repeat on the other. Make sure the other leg is strong. Curl the toes under, making sure that little toes on the ball of the foot's down. So you're not literally you're not balancing on that nail. It can be really painful. So just make sure all the toes are down. Lovely. And then if you want to really connect the side body, connect your center, and then your hips will lower, and then you take forward back. So really make sure that little toes in, your upper back's connected, and you can be here and challenge it. Okay. And then coming down, take a break, sit back on the heels. If, however, you want to just work a bit harder, you can fast forward this. From here, you want to be here. If your wrists aren't hurting, if they are, obviously stick to the forearms. Take that leg away. Make sure that little toe is pressed down. Your foot's in line, it's not here. It's in line with the hip. Collarbone open, you're going to press back. Again, about 3 to 4. Pressing the shins down the opposite leg, change with control, press back and forth. So make sure that you're on the ball of the foot as well. Change again for another 4 in each leg, or you want to come into plank, press back and forward and pull those abdominals in. Good job. Last one. Lovely. And then take a moment, sit back on the heels, turn the wrist. And then just take that last moment. Good job. Take a breath in. Inhale. Expanding the rib cage, airing through the lungs. And really, and while you're here, you can just like bend and straighten the fingers. And then exhale, squeeze all the air out. Okay, last but not least, I said this is the last one. Now, so if we just get the upper body to complement this. So I'm going to start with the 4-point kneeling. Carefully come to 4-point kneeling. The press up guard. I mean, I wasn't taught the press up properly, but I've been myself working with a teacher. So we're here. So the elbows come towards you. So you press the hands down, elbows towards you. The chest is forward and left, and the elbows are tucked in. They're not out here and out. So we're trying to get. I know it's bicep and tricep exercise, but also we're getting the upper back involved and lower and lift. Or we can come to the 3, take our legs further back. You've got hopefully have a soft mat. Cross the legs, you're onto the soft part of the knee. If this hurts, come to that first when I have a breather. Chest forward, elbows back. Chest forward, elbows back. If, however, you want to try into the plank position, again, no pressure. Go over your wrist. I'm just giving you alternatives. Obviously, you don't have to do all 3. You can just do one of them. From your plank position, elbows back, chest forward. And that's, you're not literally taking the elbows out. So elbows towards you and the chest forward. Pressing the feet down. 2 more. Last one. Oh, and then coming down, just get your wrist. Excellent. Sit back on the heels, stretching out through that lower back. Inhale. Expand. And then exhale, squeezing all that air out. Lovely. Okay, excellent. Walk the hands back, lengthen tail, restack the spine. Okay, come into seated. We'll do a bit of a mermaid stretch as I'm here. The traditional one's here, but it feels quite tight. Let's take it up and over. Lengthen that underside waist without leaning. And then over. Let's lift that waist. Over. Up. Over. I know we're trying to lengthen that underneath waist. Perfect. Now, if it's hard to sit like this, you can just have your legs in front of you, and you can just do it again. So we're going to swap sides, wide. I really mean sometimes with my own clients, so I go here first. It's harder that, so especially when you're tight. So it's up and over, collarbone wide, lift, over. Okay, one more each way. Perfect. And over. Great stuff. Okay, under this one. The next one, I'll go through the classical mat. Obviously, I've broken some of the exercises down, sort of like building them. But what I'll do on the next one, I'll just go through modification as well, from the hundreds to the full classical, and then we'll see where we can break it. So just to show you what you're aiming for, plus more, there's more to come as well. So it's great to see, great to work with you. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Obviously, I'll have some work